Okay. Welcome, come well to part two of mind and feeling, feeling and mind, and the connection, correlation between the two. Okay. So in a couple lines, a couple doorways, we'll run right through them, run through these doorways, take a walk down this hallway together. Okay. Uh, first line is, first doorway is, during your childhood, your first home and environment is your body. The second home and environment is your mind. And the third home and environment is what surrounds you on the outside of the body, which is what you call area, society, neighborhood. Um, though as you begin to come of age and maturity and become conscious, um, you will see that your mind becomes your first home and environment, and then your body becomes your second home and environment. Because as you start to do things consciously, you start to create this body that follows the command of your mind through the medium of your brain. As you come of age into maturity, it's something that you naturally will find out through wisdom and awareness, knowledge of self. So basically what you basically find out is that you are in full command of your whole experience and your whole reality. So my question to you is, why not create something that you like, that keeps you sane, once again, and clear-minded? Why not? Why not create that kind of reality for yourself? So some people say, well, my home is my apartment, it's my loft, it's my house, my mansion, this is my home. No, that's not your home. That's not your environment. This is your first home and this is your first environment. This is metaphysics speaking to you, dealing with metaphysical psychology. And then, since this is your first home in your environment, this becomes your area. You perfect this area to a certain degree so that you can basically create and uphold this surrounding area and atmosphere and environment. Once you create this atmosphere and home and area, or this home and environment the way you want it, then this magic turns into this magic. But even though this may be your home and this may be your environment, this is always your first and primary home and environment, your mind and your body. So when this ain't right, ain't nothing on the outside gonna be going right because the magic starts from here. You are a magician. The true magic starts from here, or starts from here. Then it trickles down into here. So you have to start working on your magic and do magic in a way that benefits you and your home and environment so that that can create your home and your environment the way you want it, the way you have this. Everything is a reflection and projection of each other in some way. Okay? Next line in doorway is, you feel to produce. To produce is to induce biologically, which is the biological inducing is basically a conversion process, converting a feeling or vibrational rising into a specific chemical geometry within the streams of your biology, to bring about a formula of movement and action within the vehicle it exists in and exists as. So as you feel, you start to produce something on the inside, and this producing on the inside is known, since it's on the inside, is known as an induce. You induce something. You bring about something biologically, chemistry-wise, vibration-wise, energy-wise, within the body. As you're feeling things on the outside with your fingertips, something inside is happening. Or you feel feelings with somebody, something inside is happening. You're producing something through a medium of inducing. Okay? Like I said, once again, induce just means to bring about. Something is bringing about inside of you. As things are going on the outside of you, producing a feeling on the inside. That feeling which is producing itself on the inside has an inducing effect on your chemistry and your biology. And which is nothing but a certain kind of vibration or vibrational rising. And the vibration is like banking off of walls. It's banking. As it banks, it starts to create or put certain things into a perfect kind of geometrical pattern. Blood, cells, etc. And you begin to be that and express, or you begin to be that projection of what is projecting inside of you outward. You begin to be that picture or that animation of what you're feeling. Like I said, I'm just touching upon feeling in mind and feeling, because these are things that you have to keep in mind. Because you have to know that you're a magician and you are constantly doing magic on yourself, around yourself, especially within yourself. And to be aware of what's actually going on and why is it going on, how does it happen. Okay? So like I said, all this just means that you are indefinitely a creator, a supreme being of some sort. You are a creator. You create things. Isn't that what a creator is? A creator is one who creates. But since these elements and stuff are here, in a deeper way of understanding, since all these elements are here and everything is already here, you are in that way recreating, but you are still a creator, creating a recreating, but it's still a form of creation. Okay? So just you creating things within you and around you, that should be an obvious thing to you automatically. I am a creator. That should be obvious. I have to be a creator. I'm actually creating things inside of me and around me. I am a creator. Yes, you are a creator. It's an obvious thing. It's an undeniable truth. So the only question is how are you creating? What are you creating? You're a magician, whether you know it or not. Okay. Next line is, the next story is, what is mind really? What is mind really? It is a sacred place and space where you get to create you exactly how you want to be. So it's a sacred place and space where you get to create you exactly how you want to be. That's what mind is. Not to just be happy and blissful and ecstatic, happy person, but to just be you at your most clearest state of being before you begin doing. You have to learn how to be before you start to do. You have to know what your being is before you start doing things. Because every doing is derived from a certain kind of point and state of being. Okay? So the reality that you create in your mind should be totally undetected and untouchable by anyone and anything outside of it. Anyone and anything outside of it can't touch it or affect it in any way. And this once again goes for the example of relationships. Create your mind in a way that becomes untouchable to anybody trying to harm it or touch it in any way, or trying to throw your mind off or your focus off. This is your safe haven. Your mind is your safe haven. It's your quiet spot. It's your sacred place and your sacred space within you. Why not create that in a way which is beneficial to you and your agenda or your mission you want to carry out? It's yours. Do as you will with it, but be responsible. Okay. And the last line, last doorway is being in a state of mental static transforms into biological disharmony. Being in a state of mental static transforms into biological disharmony. You are within harmony. You can become disharmonic or be in disharmony, depending upon how you're thinking and what you're thinking, and how this thinking plays an effect on your health. Because like I told you before, the heartbeat will change according to match the template of the mind or what the mind is holding in place, which becomes a chemistry of the brain which trickles down into the bloodstream. Trickles right down. And it starts to form your biology in a certain way, which is why that thought begins to come in action. Then you think mad, you think jealous, you think this, you think insecurity on this person. All of a sudden, you start to sweat, you start to get hot. The skin becomes moist. You start perspirating. After that, then you want to animate, yell, scream. And it can get worse. You can start to throw things. You can start to put your hands on somebody. It's this thought within you is seeking to become an action as you. Where are you in the middle of the thought becoming a potential action? Where are you in the middle between these two things? Are you going to let this pass through and become this? It's up to you. So when you're feeling something to ask yourself, a few things to ask yourself. What is this feeling? Why are you feeling this? Do you like this feeling or like feeling like this? Have you trapped yourself in a non-stop cyclic thought pattern? Where is this thought coming from? Is this thought coming from a truth or a non-truth? Is this thought even true or am I making it up? Are you fighting the thought or surrendering to it? And when you're asking yourself these questions, you have to be completely honest and straight with yourself. It's not about somebody else or someone else trying to get over on you, because then you're trapped in the realm of identity and personality. Therefore, you will never get a grasp and a full hold of principle and principality. You'll constantly think somebody's trying to get over on you, trying to manipulate you, trying to deceive you, trying to lie to you, because your identity is trying to protect itself. What you have to understand is that your identity is not even real. So that which is not even real is creating a more not real scenario, putting you in a swirl of an illusion. Now you start to go, or you start to become delusional. As you become delusional, then you start to assume and accuse. You start standing on the ground which is not even there. It's like standing on a cloud. Just make sure that you are true to you. Be honest with yourself. Not with the person, but with yourself. Why would you want to drive yourself insane? Why would you want to keep repeating the same things over and over and over and over and over again? Why do you want to make yourself sick? Because every time you scream and you yell, you're shutting your immune system down for a period of 3 to 5 hours. When you shut your immune system down, that means all kind of sicknesses and illnesses and imbalances can start to jump right into your bloodstream and form a sickness somewhere on or within your body immediately. It's like shutting off all metal detectors. Anybody can just sneak in with weapons. Any germ, any bacteria can start to create itself immediately because you shut down your defense system just by yelling and screaming and losing yourself and becoming insane, delusional, and accusing and assuming. You're going insane. And especially if you say, yeah, no, I know I get that way sometimes. I'm sorry I get that way sometimes, but you know how I am, how I get. If you realize that you're doing it, then you are in a worse position, especially if you're not acting on trying to reverse that. Once you become aware, you can't become unaware. So you know that you're doing it and you continue doing it. That's the worst state you can be in. The one who doesn't know what they're doing continues doing it. Something different. There's compassion for them. But one who knows what they're doing, poisoning themselves and trying to pass that poison on to others around them, it's no excuse. Every cause has an effect. Um, that's pretty much what I want to touch upon for today. Amiasblu, am I as I am, as you are. See you guys next time. Until then, I'll keep you in vision. 1, 0.